how's it going? I missed the thumbs up from Sadie. Did you give us a thumbs up?
Yes.
Oh.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Halfway through the week.
Hump day. Listen, I just learned a lot of new things before we got on air. We were a couple minutes late because Lauren had to explain to me that jackalopes weren't real. Raise your hand if you thought jackalopes were real. Also, narwhals are real, and I thought they weren't. And also, Sadie told me that, so one day me, Tanner, and Dylan Murphy, who shoots some of our videos, we were talking and we were like, what animal would you die by? Like, if you could pick which animal like took you out, what would it be? And Dylan said a bear, a grizzly bear.
Grizzly bear specifically.
Tanner said a moose, and I said a shark. But Sadie just informed me that
a swordfish can swim up to 80 miles an hour.
So now mine is swordfish.
You want to be in? Okay.
I mean, kebab me, you know. Anyways, so
Any Hoosiers.
How are you guys doing
I
today?
hope you guys are doing amazing.
Yes, we're just being goofy. Anyways, welcome to the Makers Gonna Learn channel. If this is your first time, hi, hello, and welcome. I've got to stop saying. We're just silly today.
We are having...
I'm on allergy medication is probably what it is.
Did you take a Sudafed?
I took Afrin.
Oh.
And what else? Walsey, which is the knockoff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so if you're new here, it's not always this loopy, but we do, we
like having fun.
Yeah. So, but today we're going to be talking about weeding intricate cuts, specifically mandalas. So I know lots of people love mandalas, and I kind of steer away from them because I'm like, I don't want to weed that.
Because they're so beautiful, but they truly are so intricate and can be so hard to like weed. But this trick, y'all, it is going to knock your socks off, number one.
It's so cool. It's so cool. I think you guys are going to love it.
Y'all are going to be obsessed.
Yes. So
I can't believe people actually think we're funny.
You guys think we're funny?
People are saying it.
Oh, thanks. We thought we were the only ones who thought we were funny.
I thought myself. Nobody else thought I was funny but me.
Oh, really? Yeah. I never think anyone thinks I'm funny.
Same.
I'm like, oh, I'm being embarrassing, really.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Also, I saw some of you all are talking about getting your book signed by Lauren. No one's posted a picture of my signature.
I told you that I did see one. I just didn't get a chance. I got busy and forgot to look for it.
I never found it, and I went through a couple times because I was heartbroken that nobody posted a picture of a book with my signature in it. I was like, wow, everyone hates me.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone only likes Sadie, Lauren, and Tanner.
You're wild. Everyone loves you.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So anyways, if you guys missed the live stream yesterday, we did talk about that we've got limited spots left for our Digital Design for Creatives, which is our new Canva course we just announced during National Craft Month. If y'all want to get in on that, the time is now.
Absolutely right now, because it's not going to be any lower than what it is today. You're going to get in all of the price from here. Like once we build this course, like once we officially put everything together and get it all, the price is normally it's a $300 course.
Right.
You all are getting it at such a good deal right now, so you really, really need to jump in, especially if you are kind of on the fence, like you want to dabble in some designing, but you're not sure where to start. Illustrator is too much. Procreate is one of those you kind of have to have an iPad and almost like an Apple Pen to be able to do Procreate.
And the talent to draw. It's not as easy,
So Canva is one of those where you can take stuff that is pre-made, you can create your own, you can take different elements, put them together. It's just, the possibilities really are endless with that software. So definitely make sure you jump in on that. And if you want to try out our membership, we are doing our amazing dollar deal right now, where you can have full unlimited access to our website for 7 days. You get 20 downloads, bringing it to 5 cents a download. And y'all, we talked about it yesterday. You can do 20 fonts. I don't know if y'all know, or fonts can get expensive.
I have a story on this from yesterday. I told you I do grass volleyball in the summer. My family all plays volleyball all year. We're just volleyball family. and I'm on a grass league, and we were picking our team name last night, and our team name is How I Set Your Mother, which is like How I Met Your Mother.
I love it.
And there's a font, and I was like, I want our shirts to look like the How I Met Your Mother. So I go to like look for that font, $67.
What?
$67 for that font. And it's like literally Helvetica. It's like almost exactly Helvetica, but it's like a little bit different. And somebody's charging $67 for it. It's called FF Dex. Look it up.
Wow.
I was like, no, thank you. I'll be using Helvetica. Thank you.
Anyway, we have some really good fonts on our website that you can get for 5 cents a piece if you jump in on the dollar deal.
Can't beat it.
And just to clarify, if you do not cancel, you can cancel at any point. Anybody can cancel at any point, just so you guys are aware. You can do it from your dashboard. We don't think you're going to want to cancel, but I just want to make sure everybody is aware. If you don't cancel before the 7 days is over, you will then become a monthly member, which is still an amazing deal. Yes. And then you can use those fonts to make stuff and sell it.
Right.
I mean, you get commercial access. You get commercial use license.
You can't beat it. So Stacey said, I wish y'all sign everybody's. Listen, Sadie, as soon as those books got here, Sadie started shipping them out, and little old Sadie was doing it all by herself. Mm-hmm. Tanner was like, let's go live and like do these together. And we had the random idea to start signing them.
Also, there was well over 1,000.
Yeah. So like some of them got sent out without signatures. We're so sorry. If we do it again, we'll try to sign some more, and hopefully you get one that time. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to the craft table. If y'all have questions, pop them in the chat. Lauren and Sadie and everybody will be in the chat. So, was that font, Karen said, was that font made of gold? Apparently.
Obviously.
Apparently it was. I was like, excuse me? I was like offended by how expensive it was. Okay, we're going to be making these cute little canvas tote bags today. This is the design that we're going to be cutting. Y'all, this is detailed. Okay? Very detailed. But I'm going to show you all a weeding hack that is so good for these mandalas. I'm also going to show you some cut settings that you can use to help with this hack. The cut setting really is the hack. So I'm going to be showing you guys that today. So we've got a little bag here. Now this is like a canvas bag. You can put whatever you can put HTV on can be your blank. I did this mandala on a workout shirt, which I think is really cute for all of our yogis out there.
I did see that. We posted a TikTok earlier.
Yes.
And it looked so good, especially like the placement on the side. Yeah. It was to die for.
It was very cute.
Like that's a perfect placement, I feel like, for a mandala on a shirt, because like I feel like on the front it's a lot, but when you post it like on this, when you do it on the side
here and
on the back.
Yeah. And then like if you're working out, you can see it on the side.
I like it.
Yeah, it was very cute. So, and we just like whipped that up for a TikTok because we wanted to show you guys. So anyways, I've got a Teflon sheet here. This is for just protecting our HTV from the iron. These are pretty cheap on Amazon. I linked everything below for you guys. And then there is white HTV. So this is heat transfer vinyl that we're using today. This hack is for heat transfer vinyl, okay? Because the transfer sheet / carrier sheet, you can use those words interchangeably. The transfer sheet / carrier sheet is built into the HTV, okay? Adhesive vinyl is just the vinyl and then like the backer. So the HTV will have this shiny carrier sheet, and then the vinyl's on the back. And then we've got our standard grip mat. I don't know if I trust this mat.
Just tape it, or I'll get you a new one.
Yeah, I'll tape it if we need to. But that's all you need. So really, if you've got a piece of HTV, you can try this hack. And if you've got a blank somewhere that you can do HTV on, grab it and you can practice this. So let's go ahead and open up Design Space. I'm going to show you guys on our website all of the mandalas we have, because we have a ton. Wake up, our computer is snoozing.
So Robin said difference between HTV and heat vinyl. I'm assuming you mean heat transfer. Robin, it is the exact same thing. The HTV, the H stands for heat, the T stands for transfer, and the V stands for vinyl. We just use HTV as a shortened version because it's easier to say.
Yes. And there are, like, I feel like when you first get into the Cricut world and the crafting world, it can be a bit confusing because there are brands and then there are names for things, but there are different names for things. So like, you'll hear us talk about like we're using Caesar Easy Weed HTV today. So Caesar is the brand.
brand.
Easy Weed is their type of HTV, and then heat transfer vinyl is the type of
generic.
vinyl. Yeah.
Or you may hear us say something about Tech Wrap HTV. Tech Wrap is the brand. It's just it's very similar to like cereal. I'm just trying to think of like off-brand cereal.
Yeah.
So you have Cocoa Puffs, and then you have the Walmart brand, which I don't even know. They're the
Value brand.
They're the same cereal, or the same type of cereal.
Yes.
I don't know why was that the first thing that popped into my head?
No idea.
Jeez, I think it's because that's all Asher wants to eat right now.
He's a cereal guy.
Cereal and noodles.
When I was pregnant, you guys would not. I'm embarrassed at the amount of Fruity Pebbles.
I remember you bringing it in the office.
Candy. I was on Frosted Cheerios with my second pregnancy.
With Georgia.
And candy. I can't be controlled, honestly. Mary Catherine's out here. She's pregnant. She's like, I feel bad. I've not been eating good. I'm like, girl, you eat healthy every day. You had carrots today. Like, you had carrots. I was literally eating sweet tart ropes for lunch.
Also, Claudia just now found out today that she was selected as valedictorian for Maker U.
Congratulations. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. It's hard to reach you guys like before graduation, so I'm glad that you figured that out. We should have told you because you were on the live like that day, I think.
I know.
Okay, so I'm on the website. I'm under Cut Files. Okay, so once you become a member, log in. You're going to go to your dashboard, select Cut Files. So I'm going to just scroll down here to show you all of these that we've got. These ones right here are really beautiful when they're cut out of paper. They make really beautiful like stacked paper 3D images. And then we have these. So there's lots of options here. I love how we have these where you can put like your name in. Some of these we've already went through and put some words on like nurse, mom, mama, all of that. And then you can see they get way more intricate. So these are crazy. If you guys tackle some of these, I would love to see it. We picked one that's, I would say, more mid-range. It's not too simple, but not too crazy. So there's lots of options. This is the one we're going to be using today, the Lotus Mandala. I'm obsessed. I had a friend when I was like 19 or maybe younger because it was before I had tattoos. And she had a tattoo of this like on the middle top of her back. And I was like, that's the coolest tattoo. I was like, we have to be friends. Like, you have a cool tattoo. And it was a lotus mandala flower. So I just think these are so cute. So I just went ahead, hit that little download icon, and it's gonna pop into a zip folder. So you're just gonna click that. If for some reason you can't find it, go to your File Explorer, go to your Finder, and it'll be in your downloads, typically under the name of the file. So you can see this says Lotus Mandala. I'm gonna double click on that, and there's gonna be a PNG and an SVG. So the PNG is for our printable images. We are not printing anything today, we are cutting. So SVG, scissors. SVG is a scalable vector graphic. This is the one that you cut. Think S and SVG for scissors. So I'm gonna open up Cricut. And I've already got it in here, but just for the sake of showing you all how to pull it in, I'm gonna select upload and then upload image. And then we're just gonna pull our Finder open. If you need to, you can always just pull down Design Space and then click and drag that image into your upload area and then hit upload. And then I'm just gonna select that here, add it to Canvas, and there you have it. It is loaded in. Look how pretty. Okay.
I love it.
I do too. So you can see they look different. So right now, first of all, the layers panel has been being weird. I don't know what's going on. But I'm gonna delete this green layer because we don't need it for really anything. Now, if you wanted to have a solid layer behind your Lotus for some reason, you could cut these both. So like let me show you. I'm gonna select this main layer and then I'm gonna ungroup them. And look, you could do like
a white background.
Yeah, just to make it pop, and then do this in black or a color or something.
Right.
So then you would have just a pretty background to make it really pop. So that's an option, but we're just gonna be using the mandala today. So I'm just gonna delete that layer. We only need this. Now let's go look at our blank and measure how big it needs to be. So we like to kind of make a template in Design Space to know how big our design needs to be. So we're gonna measure the width in the height. This is about 8 inches. And I'm measuring like the area that I want it to go in. So I'm not going all the way up here. I'm kind of stopping right here. So 8 by 9-ish. So then back in Design Space, I'm just going to go to Basic Shapes, pick a square. I'm going to unlock it. And we're going to make our width 8 and our height 9. And then I'm going to bring my image to the front. Now it's kind of hard to see, so you can click on your square and change the color of it to the color of your blank. I mean, my blank's kind of gray. It's like slate, like a dusty gray blue. Just so you could kind of get a visual if you wanted to play around with vinyl colors and stuff like that. That's pretty close. Okay. And then you can change the color of your lotus as well. We're going to be using a white, so I'm just going to change it to white. Ooh, it's popping. And so this one's a little bit smaller. You can make it that small, but honestly, you all, with the intricacy of these type of designs, you do not want to go much smaller than this. So this one is 5.5-ish by 6. I would not recommend going smaller than that. I feel like if you made this like this big, you're going to have a hard time. It's going to be a hard weed, okay? Especially with this hack. I just wouldn't go that much smaller. But I'm going to kind of make mine a little bit bigger. I actually really like this size. I feel like it fits nicely on the blank. So that's what we're going to go with. So I'm just going to hide this. I'm going to hide my square because we're not cutting that. It's just our blank so we can design it. And then make sure your operation is set to basic cut. And then we're going to go to make it. So go to make it. And once you get over here, we are working with heat transfer vinyl, and that means that we're going to need to mirror our image. So right here, where it says mirror, we're going to do that. It doesn't do much because it's a mandala. It's pretty symmetrical. It actually should be technically perfectly symmetrical. And then we're just going to change the mat size to 12 by 12. Got it? Okay. And then we're going to select continue. And we're going to be connecting to the Explore 3. Now here's the hack, everybody. So right here, when you get to set base material, typically if you were cutting HTV, we would be cutting it on everyday iron on. That's what Cricut calls their heat transfer vinyl cut setting right here. We use it all the time, but listen, we're not doing that today. We are going to be cutting through the carrier sheet, okay? So I'm going to go to Browse on Materials. And we're going to type in glitter cardstock. Got it? Glitter cardstock. Okay. Hit done. And then we're going to go to more pressure. Okay. Write it down. Get you a sticky note. Get you a pen out. If you are wanting to cut mandalas, just put in mandala cut settings, set it to glitter cardstock, put more pressure. And honestly, guys, we have plenty of time. I'm going to show you how to make your own cut setting for this because I just feel like this is something people just like totally dismiss, or like not dismiss, but like don't even know about. So I have my glitter cardstock cut setting right here. Let's go to Browse on Materials again. And we're going to go to Material Settings. It's down here on the bottom left. Okay, let's go look for glitter cardstock. Where are you? It's in alphabetical order. If that helps you. Here we go. Here we go. Wait. Where is she? Oh, here it is. Here it is. 270, 2 passes, fine point blade. So the pressure for glitter cardstock is 270, 2 passes with a fine point blade. Write it down if you need to remember it. You got it in your brain, Lauren?
272 passes, fine point blade. Got it.
Okay. Lauren has a way better memory than me. And then scroll all the way to the bottom, and we're going to hit Add New Material. We're going to name this Mandala Cut Setting. Mandala. Save. And then look, right here, we're going to have the opportunity to change how much pressure and how many passes. So I'm going to put this at 270.
Are you going to do 1 or 2 passes?
I hate 2 passes.
I do too.
Typically, like I get nervy.
Yeah.
What if we just...
I don't know that I wouldn't just put it at 270 and try 1 pass.
let's just try it. I mean, why not? Because we can, if it doesn't cut, we can send it back through.
Right, and that would be a good opportunity if it doesn't cut to show everyone how you can send your stuff back through if it doesn't cut right the first time. Right. And it is, somebody asked, do you have to mirror if it's perfectly symmetrical? And Sadie answers you all, and that's a great point. You don't have to, but it's a good habit to check, or just to go ahead and get in that habit. If it's HTV, you mirror if it's symmetrical or not. Right. That way you don't forget. Same thing with when you're cutting. It's a good habit to get into, to always check your cuts before you unload your mat.
Absolutely. We both are pretty good about it in Tanner, I feel like, checking. Just, we've been burned too many times, you know. So, okay, I'm just going to save it at 270 with one pass. So the glitter cardstock typically does 2 passes, but I'm just feeling like 1 pass would be okay. So we're going to save it and then just hit done. I scrolled all the way to the bottom. We're going to hit done, and then we can browse all materials, and we're going to type in mandala, and look, there she is. Hit done, and now we have made our own cut setting in Design Space, which I think is incredible.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And the thing is we can tell you to use certain cut settings, but like
your machines,
it truly does not matter whether it is top of the line machine, a Cricut machine, literally a Glowforge, a laser. I mean, I'm talking like even power tools. Like, it's just mechanics can be different. It can be put together the exact same, and sometimes it's just not.
Right.
There's a little something that's off. So it's good to know where you need to go to adjust your cut settings and add in manual cut settings.
For sure, for sure. And I'm going to add more pressure to this. So we've got our pressure number is 270 with more pressure, because we're wanting to cut all the way through the transfer sheet, okay? All the way through the carrier sheet. So I have my vinyl shiny side down. Let me show you guys just so you can see.
Carrier sheet or shiny.
Carrier sheet or transfer sheet or shiny side needs to go down. You need to be looking at your vinyl when you're cutting HTV. Like,
you always need to check, especially now that there are so many different brands of heat transfer vinyl. Right. And I'm going, HTV Ront is one that I feel like a lot of people really like. And listen, we don't hate it. Just know that their vinyl and heat transfer vinyl, sometimes it will have a different color. Like, you'll think it's the right side and it won't be the right side, because sometimes their carrier sheets are matte.
Yes.
It's just, I don't know. Anyway.
I want to put a new blade in.
Beautiful.
Because I feel like we've been using this blade for a really long time. Hold on. I've got some new blades here. These are just from Amazon. If you all, I didn't link these, but if you're ever needing replacement Cricut blades, go to Amazon, okay? This is what we get. It looks like the brand is this Streeweek. I don't know. But it's just cutting blades for Cricut Explorer Air 2, Air 3, and Maker. And we're just gonna pull out one of these red guys. Oop. And then I'm gonna take my fine point blade out of the housing. Ooh, it's screaming at me. And I'm gonna I like to use tweezers or reverse tweezers for this. Just grab it and pull it out. Mainly because it's hard for me to like grab it. And listen, there's 2 ends to this, okay? The red end's protecting the sharp end, so don't try to just shove that in, okay? We're gonna take that off, and you're gonna put this side in, okay? And then we have a new blade, and we can just pop it right in. Close it, and then we're gonna hit go. Easy peasy pudding pie.
So Ann says, I didn't think they were as sharp as the premium Cricut blades. So the difference is the premium Cricut blades are actually made of tungsten steel. So yes. I mean, honestly, like, it is a big difference, but for the amount that we have to change our blades, it's still economically smarter for us to get the blades off Amazon.
Yes. Jackie said that she got hers from Temu, which they have them too. Honestly, y'all, they're probably getting them from the same supplier, if I had to guess. I didn't mention this, but you're gonna need a heat source. So I've got a Cricut Mini Easy Press. This is gonna be really good for this project because I can use the small areas to like really get in there. So I'm gonna put that on the second heat setting for now. That's typically what I go to whenever, like, especially if you don't know, like if you're just kind of piddling around with a new product or like a new medium. I think a medium heat setting is just a good safe go-to. And then if it for some reason didn't apply, like if you're working with a new blank, like this material we don't use a lot. So I think medium is going to work pretty good. It worked on this one, but if we need to bump it up, we can. So let that heat up. Does anybody have questions while it's cutting? Because that's going to take like a hot second.
Today, right now is an absolute great time to do a open Q&A.
Yes.
Yes, the premium blades are great for like intricate cuts. And if I were to buy a premium blade, like a Cricut premium blade, I would probably save it, like put it in, I don't know, like either color on my housing and say like put a big
tape
P
on it
or put tape somehow, like put it to where that blade, the premium blade, is for like intricate cuts, intricate paper cuts, things like that.
Here is the blades closer up if you guys need to see them. Is that good, Sadie? So this is what the blades look like. And then the red ones are the ones that we use. These are the 45-degree angle blades. The blue ones are the deep cut blades.
They are 60-degree angles.
Yeah,
And then the yellow is like extra fine, but it's a 35-degree angle blade.
We don't use those.
No.
I just use the red ones and the blue ones.
So they are, from the research that I've done, the 35-degree angle blades are made to cut things like tissue paper, crepe paper, things like that. But the problem is you can't put those types of material on a sticky mat for the Cricut.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't really know how people cut that. I don't ever cut tissue paper.
The new Cameo can with
because it's static.
They have that static mat.
I want to like feel it.
It was awesome.
Was it?
I mean, we don't have one, but it was awesome.
Have they released it?
They released it back in September.
I wonder why nobody's talking about it. Interesting. Christine has a question. After you save the cut setting, then do you just browse for it in the search material bar? Yes. Yeah, you'll just, after you save it, you'll hit done, and then you just have to go back in and search for it. Shell Bell, is it easy to turn a mandala into a layered shadow box? Would you use offset? You could. It would be, there would be a process.
Yeah, you would. I would think that it would be.
It would be like a stacked more.
It would be
like a stacked mandala rather than like an inset mandala, if that makes sense. But yeah, you totally could. Tanya likes to color my nails. Listen, this is my favorite color I think I've got on my nails. Like solid color.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Anne wants us to talk about the Cricut Joy Extra pros and cons.
Okay.
Pros, it's very
small. Portable.
Portable. That's the word I was looking for. Very, very portable.
It does sprint and cut on 8.5 by 11.
Pro.
That's the biggest pro in my opinion.
Honestly, absolute biggest pro.
Like that, it's small and it does 8.5 by 11 print and cut.
Right.
Yeah. It's Bluetooth.
It's Bluetooth, which could go either way. It could be a pro or it could be a con.
Yeah. Less cords, but maybe more technical problems.
Yeah.
Honest to God, if I had to get a machine, I would get that Joy Extra. Like just for my home.
Just because it's one of those things that you all know 95% of the time, what are we cutting on our machine? Vinyl, heat transfer vinyl paper.
Yes.
Sticker paper.
And not normal. Sometimes we need to do 12 by 12 mats, but like typically I could do like a quick little label, quick little home project on an extra, like no problem.
Yeah. As far as cons, size, I mean, but that's if you have a regular machine, then that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Honestly, Alicia, I don't know that I have a ton of cons for it.
I know, me neither.
I mean, it's a good machine. We don't, I don't know about pressure point, like how it uses a fine point blade.
There's no adaptive tools.
But I mean, with a machine that size, there can't be adaptive tools. It doesn't have the machinery inside of it.
Right.
Like it doesn't have the capabilities. If you want to go smaller, I don't know.
Shawnee says, why would you buy an Explorer over a Maker? Price?
Price point would be why I would purchase an Explorer over a Maker, but I'm going to let you guys in on a little something. I need you all, if you are in the market for a new machine, start looking at HSN.
Yes.
Start looking at HSN. We noticed a couple weeks ago, HSN run an absolutely insane bundle on a Maker 3 and a mini Easy Press. And if I told you all the price of it, I'm pretty sure everybody would be mad that they missed out on it, because I was ticked.
It's a great deal.
I was absolutely ticked.
PO'd.
Now the Maker, okay, so Carol said hard to find a Maker these days. I think there is a reason behind why it is hard to find a Maker. It was a legacy, the Maker is like a legacy, what we call a legacy machine. It was the first of its kind. Then they came out with the Maker 3. So, you all know a lot of times Cricut does this thing where they'll have one machine and it'll be the new thing for a couple years, and then after that, what do? They retire it. They retire it and they come out with something new. So I've been noticing over the past year, the Makers, the original legacy Makers, had been going on sale. You could find them, the Makers, pretty cheap, but not a Maker 3. But the bundle that we saw on HSN had a Maker 3, a mini Easy Press, and like Smart Vinyl and something else for $129.99.
I mean,
that's the price of a Joy Extra.
Like unheard of.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah.
I don't know.
HSN is always selling Cricuts, I think.
Yeah. Julie said she used her Cricut Joy Extra for everything.
Yeah.
She reaches for the Joy Extra 90% of the time. There you go. So that was like a very limited bundle. We don't, like, it's nowhere to be found now. We just saw it and got sold. It was sold out within it was gone within next to nothing.
Right, like y'all just need to be keeping an eye out because they might be putting more.
That's what I'm saying. Sign up for their sign up for email alerts for HSN and keep a check on them. But you all know when we start seeing sales like this on their top of the line machine, what could come next?
A new machine?
Possibly speculation. Literally just speculation, guys. Don't hold us to that. Please don't.
Okay, this did not cut all the way through, and it has to cut all the way through in order for this hack to work. So we're going to send it one time.
So the 2 passes was needed.
Yes, so I'm going to go in and change my cut setting after this, but I'm just going to hit that go button again, and we're going to recut it for a second time. Do not unload. If you unload and you try to reload and cut it a second time, it's not going to cut exactly where it did the first time. This time it will. I can see it's working. I think the only reason that me and Lauren were saying like we're scared to do a second cut is because sometimes that second cut where the first cut kind of agitates the vinyl, it loosens it up, and then like it messes up your cut and everything kind of goes haywire. So, yeah. And you can see it's loosening up some of the pieces, but a lot of these pieces we don't need. So like it's plucking out some of the pieces that we would weed out normally, so it's fine. As long as it doesn't get jammed or something like that. Okay, any more questions? Tomorrow's masterclass is a Canva tutorial. We are going to be doing how to turn any image basically into a frame, like PNG, SVG. I'm going to show you guys how to convert it into a frame. It's so easy and so cute. Very fun if you've been wanting to get into Canva.
Donna is wanting to know what kind of fabric or material that bag is made of. Now there is let's just go ahead, because I've seen lots of people comments that they can't find the gray bag down below on the link.
This is recycled canvas.
Okay, there's a good chance. I'm pretty sure we have had these bags since I started.
Yes.
So we did not purchase these bags. We found a very similar bag. This year, we vowed to try our best to make projects with things that we had and try not to just go out and purchase something just because.
Yes.
Just because I just feel like that's what we do as crafters. We use what we have, and we have a lot here. So that's why we are using what we have and linking similar items, or if we can find the exact same items, we will link down below, okay?
Yeah.
So that's why you may not see the gray, because this bag was purchased years ago. Mm-hmm. But we found a similar bag to link for you guys.
Yeah. Susan, yes, into a frame. A frame is in a digital frame.
Yeah.
So let me go grab Let me go grab the one that we're making, and I'll show them if you want to talk about our deals.
So what she's talking about is in our masterclass tomorrow, she's going to be teaching you guys how to take something and turn it into a frame in Canva. Just so you guys know, if you're not a member, you can actually sign up for $1 today and catch our member-only masterclass tomorrow because it's going to be within your 7 days. So that's exciting. But this is what she is talking about. We'll go ahead and go overhead and show you all.
Look, I don't know if you guys can really get the gist here, but so what we've done is taken a paint swatch from our website. It was like as if someone had drawn a circle really quick with a paintbrush, and then we sliced this picture into it. But it was a PNG, and then I added an offset and made this into like a little card charm. These are my niece and nephew. They're so cute. But yeah, I just made a quick project. We're not actually going to be making these tomorrow, but this is just out of cardstock string and wooden beads. But
pull it down.
Just so you can get
I meant like, I think it was up this way.
Oh, can y'all see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. It's at 1:30 Eastern Standard tomorrow. So.
Yes. And you all will be getting a link to your email. It will be unlisted on the YouTube channel. We did do them on Zoom, but the picture wasn't very clear.
Yeah.
So we do an unlisted YouTube video, and you all will be getting a link for that if you all are a member.
Yes, love it. So hopefully we'll see lots of y'all there. There will be chat, so you can still chit chat with us. And I personally think master classes are fun.
Yes.
They're a little bit more like personable, a little bit more like chill because we're hanging out with our peeps.
Mm-hmm. We have 378 with us today.
Wow.
Wowzers.
Hello. If you guys are new, drop a hand, like a waving hand emoji or something. Do we have, is there a waving hand emoji? Did I just make that up?
I had them do the raise hand. We could do a heart.
A heart.
Drop a heart if you're new.
If you're new, drop a heart.
Guys, if you all haven't received your books, they are on the way. If for some reason, you all know how sometimes the mail can be. If for some reason you still don't receive it within another week, we will just resend you a new one, okay?
Yes. Y'all seen it. We were in here. We were packaging them, signing them, sending them out. So exciting. Okay, well, this should almost be done. We're at 93%. So this is our second cut. If you missed it, we are cutting it a second time, and I think it's gonna work this time.
We have some new friends with us today.
Wow, welcome.
So glad to have you all here with us.
Wait, Kathy, you're here sometimes, but hey, girl, I see you. So if you guys come often and you comment, like, we start to recognize you guys. You're like our regulars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So funny. Yeah, we were hustling, Claudia. We were hustling. About to try a crazy intricate mandala. I'm nuts in love a challenge. We love when you take on a challenge, so I want to see it.
Stacy asked, how do we join the masterclass? The masterclass is for our members, but if you're not a member, like I said, you can try us out for $1 and you can join us at our masterclass tomorrow. So for $1, now would be a great time to join for $1 because you're going to get 7 days free, you're going to get 20 download credits, and you're going to get to come to our masterclass tomorrow.
Yes, and it is rewatchable if you can't be there. But it does take a few days sometimes. We've been trying to get it on there faster. So hopefully it'll be on by the weekend. So if you miss tomorrow, just look for it over the weekend. It should be in there.
Yeah. So Allison asked a really good question. Could you increase the pressure setting instead of sending it through twice so as to eliminate the potential of shifting? Absolutely. If you do this on, we've tested it at 270. When you go in and create your own custom setting, I would probably at least bump it up to 280. You don't want to get so much pressure because HTV is thin and the carrier sheet is thin as well, but if you get too much pressure, it's going to cut through, but it's also going to cut your mat.
Yes.
So you don't want to bump it up to like 300. I think 300 is going to be insanely too much pressure, but I think 280 would be a good medium.
Honestly, because it almost cut all the way through. I could just tell it wasn't going to be cutting all the way through all of it. So that second pass is why I did that. But realistically, what I would do, like if I went and made one of these immediately after this, I would go in and adjust my cut settings to more pressure and still do one pass and and then that would be my cut setting. So that's why it's good to do test cuts and make sure that you got your settings right. All machines are different. We cut this first one on glitter cardstock on the Maker out there, and this is an Explore series. So that's what we were saying earlier, like all machines are different. That's why you just need to test it out to figure out what cut settings work best for you.
Okay, I want to take some time. Kelly, Alyssa, Maggie, all new members here. Welcome, first of all. Alyssa says new MGL addict here. Girl, same.
Welcome.
We feel you. And then Ann says, what about doing puzzles? Do you ever make them? Yes, we have made puzzles before. If you all want to see us make puzzles in the future, we can do that. I know for a fact we did a magnetic puzzle a little while ago because I still have them on the side of my desk.
You do.
And they are so faded at this point because they're in direct sunlight.
They are. Well, I was wondering if they were sublimated because I was literally looking at those on Monday.
No, they're printed. They're printed funny. HTV.
Okay.
Or printed on printable magnet sheet.
So here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the outer edge, okay? We're just going to delicately take this off to make sure there's no snags. I can see there's some right there. So what would be good is to have a true control knife or an X-Acto knife on you while you're doing this, just to make sure, tell me if my big old head gets in the way, just to make sure if there's any places that you need to cut, you can. And then what I'm gonna do is take a weeding tool and we're just gonna kind of very delicately lift this off of the mat, okay? Now, while this seems a little tedious, it's way less tedious than having to weed your own mandala, okay?
Absolutely.
So that's the benefit here. And there may be like a couple little pieces that we kind of have to pull out, like weed out our own, but not nearly as many as we would have to do if we just tried to weed this organically. So can you guys see what this has done? It's cut all the way through the carrier sheet. So it's shiny on the front still. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm. Everybody's saying they want to see puzzles. That might be added to our stuff.
Okay, well, we're having a content planning meeting.
We are.
So we will
You all are getting the suggestions in right when you need to.
What kind of puzzles do y'all want?
Someone said craft board puzzle.
Okay. Oh,
like
okay.
if we did like a sticker sheet on top of a craft board and turned it into a puzzle, that would be cute.
We could totally do that.
We can do all kinds of stuff like that. I personally really like the printable magnet sheet puzzles too, because you can put it like on the fridge. You can. Yes. I just really like those too.
I think they're so cute. Okay, here. So we're using a standard grip mat, so like obviously it's sticky. So this weeding tool's really coming in handy, helping me get all this stuff up. And then you can just use a scraper tool to get the excess pieces off. Look at me being aggressive.
Don't be aggressive.
Don't be.
Instead of be aggressive, be. Don't be aggressive. Don't be aggressive. Don't be AGG.
Cheerleader Lauren.
I was never one.
So funny. We should like quiz you guys. Who most likely to be a cheerleader, me or Lauren? If you guys say Lauren, I'm gonna be very surprised.
It's hint, it's not Lauren. People are saying craft board projects. What the F said, please have an explore option as well. We love making things explore and maker friendly, but sometimes, we'll try our best to figure some stuff out.
Okay, this is like the general portion of it, but then there's like other little pieces that still need to come out. So I'm just gonna pop out any excess pieces.
You might need to put, what? I was
What?
about to say you might need to put it on something that's like colorful.
Yes.
Here, hold on.
There's an orange
piece-
cardstock right
That's
there.
what I was grabbing.
And I actually use this for that purpose. Oh, so much better. Can y'all see that?
Oh, they could not see the white at all.
If we ever get a new table, it's going to be a color table, like black or something. Pink.
Kelly said found an old video of the StarCraft solo, but don't ever say that it's used. Yeah, we did a pretty cool video. I think it was one of the first Dylan shoots that I was here, and it was like me and Tanner were being very dramatic. StarCraft solo.
Wait,
yeah.
What? You were both in it?
Yeah. It was like I ran into his office, and anyway, it's pretty funny. Very cinematic. Oh. Dylan filmed it.
We never do anything exciting like that anymore. We need to.
Yeah, we just never really used it just because it all boils down to the software. With all new cutters, it boils down to the software.
Yeah, listen, if the software ain't doing it, next.
Thank you, next.
Thank you, next. That's why we created the Canva course, so we could not have to deal with design space as much.
People are saying faux rhinestones or like rhinestone projects.
Okay, y'all always love rhinestone projects.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all didn't watch that faux rhinestone project, you need to go back and watch it. It was really good.
Yes.
It's one of our favorite. So there's like a bunch of little tiny, like little baby bitty bits in here. I'm going to take a pen tool and get these out. It's like they're cut, but they don't want to come off.
It's just because it's so intricate. But like, imagine having to like weed all of this and not be able to see.
Like literally every single one. It's really just these little bitty bits right here. And I'm using a pen tool, so this is like a really delicate weeding tool for intricate cuts. It's like a pin, but it has a little needle in the top. Okay, I think we've about got it whooped. Okay, I think I gotta shake it out. Oh, there's one right there.
Yeah, so what we're doing now is, although it cut all the way through, sometimes those little tiny pieces get stuck. Yes. And so we're just kind of like shaking it.
Just shaking it
out. Getting those out.
So y'all can see here. Let me put it on this orange paper so you can really looky there.
So beautiful.
Isn't that cool?
I may have to run and get my charger or get a charger.
You can go grab mine.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm just going to keep this here. I have pre-pressed my bag. I also took, so this bag kind of tucks in. I pushed it out. I want to have as flat of a surface as I possibly can. So I've pushed out the bottom, pushed out the side, so it looks kind of weird. You can see this is what it looked like before. This is what it looks like after. And I'm going to go ahead and preheat my surface just to make sure that it's completely flat. And also, if it's warm, it will just help us apply the HTV. So, make sure. I've got one piece here I missed. Maybe. Okay.
Got her plugged up.
Beautiful. I love the size of this on here. Okay. So, whenever we did this previously, there was a couple places where the transfer had kind of come up. And also, look, I was about to put it on the wrong side. So you want to make sure that you're looking at the shiny side now. I don't know if y'all can tell that's shiny. This is the other side. This is the shiny side. So the transfer side should be looking up at you now, which is the opposite of how it was on the mat.
Yes.
So I'm going to put that there. Now, if there's any vinyl exposed, if for some reason the transfer or the carrier sheet stuck to the mat in the weeding process and I go over it with an iron, it's going to shrivel the vinyl up and it's going to melt it away. So that's why we have a Teflon sheet. So this is a giant Teflon sheet, but we're just going to make it work. What I'm going to do is put this over. I'm going to kind of tack it down and then go in and be a little bit more intricate. So we're just Gonna tack that down, and then I'm just gonna kind of use the corner of this and really get in there on some of the more, like focus in on areas after it's tacked, because I don't want it to be moving around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just staying on the Teflon sheet, and then you can kind of move the Teflon sheet up. Now you could use like a HTV transfer tape here if you wanted to.
Donna also said something about a pressing pillow inside. If you want to put a pressing pillow inside the bag, you could.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you had one that fit inside. So Jan says, why Teflon and not butcher's paper? That's a good question. So butcher's paper can be an alternative. However, the reason that we use butcher's paper, because we go back and forth between Teflon and butcher's paper mainly for sublimation. Yeah. Because butcher's paper is made to absorb moisture. Mm-hmm. Just like it's the whole reason that they use butcher's paper in a butcher shop, because it absorbs the moisture from the meat.
Absorbs
the moisture. Absorbs the moisture from the meat. Anyway, the reason that you don't always have to use a Teflon sheet actually we hardly ever use a Teflon sheet with HTV. However, this is so small, we want to make sure that it stays where it needs to go.
And like I was saying, sometimes when you pull it off the mat, or even when I'm weeding it, that shiny carrier sheet gets peeled off of the vinyl in some places, and you may not you can't see it because there's so many intricacies on this cut. Also, this bag has ridges, so you gotta make sure if your bag has any ridges that you're really getting in there with the heat to make sure it adheres. Because some of mine don't want to stick. Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna go around the whole thing and make sure it's really on there.
And yes, you could use parchment paper as a barrier for this, I would think. If you don't have a Teflon sheet, you could.
And then I'm going to take a weeding tool and peel off the transfer. And this is so satisfying.
I like absorbs too, Kelly.
It absorbs. So you want to go slow when you're peeling this off in case you miss any spots. Oh, look. You guys see it? You see it waving at me? So this is really when the Teflon sheet comes in, because we've already pulled off our carrier sheet a little bit. So I'm just going to put this right back on here, and I'm going to tap it with the heat again. And this is on that ridge, so that's what's making it difficult to attach down. And then we can go ahead and start peeling again. Remember, go slow, because if you pull this too hard and that vinyl is hot, it's going to stretch your vinyl out, and we don't want to do that. Ooh. Okay. I mean, what do you guys think? Are you going to be trying this?
Everybody's loving it.
Okay, good. I can't look at the comments. I'm focused.
I know. This is you've got to focus on this. Like, if you think that this is like what we're doing here is intricate, try doing it the normal way and like weeding everything and all this other stuff. Let me just tell you.
Yeah.
I personally stay away from mandalas for that reason, but with this hack, I think I would do it just fine.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
We had a friend ask, how often do you change the blades? So I love to use the analogy, how often do you change the oil in your car, right? So you change the oil in your car based on how much you drive it. Same thing with your Cricut machine. You're going to replace your blade depending on how much you use it.
Yep.
So the more use you get with your machine, the more often you're going to need to change your blades. We change our blades when we start seeing things aren't being cut all the way through.
Right.
Otherwise, we keep it the same.
Look how cute. That's it.
Yes, you all will be able to rewatch this. People are saying, so don't use butcher's paper. I mean, You could use butcher's paper because it's still going to give you a barrier.
Right.
It's just Teflon is made just like Teflon sheets that you use, like baking sheets.
Yeah.
It's made for things to not stick to it. Butcher's paper is made to absorb the moisture. But HTV will still stick to butcher's paper. So if you want to use it as a barrier, you are more than welcome to. Guys, use what you have. We've talked about this. The reason that we are using Teflon today is just because the HTV, it has a harder time, it just doesn't stick to it because Teflon is made for things to not stick to it.
Yes, if you're using a good instance that you would not want to use butcher paper and a HTV would be with printable HTV. I used it on printable HTV before and it stuck to the HTV. Mm-hmm. So that's when you're gonna definitely want to use a Teflon sheet. So
yeah,
learn from our mistakes.
Yes.
So anyways, this is a finished product. What do you guys think?
I love it. It looks so cute.
On camera, it looks really good.
It looks so good.
I'm going to be carrying my makeup in this.
Yeah.
It's cutie. Okay, so.
It'd be a cute little wine bag.
Oh, or a gift bag?
Yes.
I love a reusable gift bag. A basket, don't. Just put it in something I can use again.
Yes.
Even the TJ Maxx reusable.
I was literally about to say the same thing. Why are we the same person?
I know. We're two sides of the same coin.
Truly.
That's what we say. Anyways, here we go. Same word, different font. That's us.
That's it. Same word, different font.
Oh my gosh. Absorb.
That's going to go in our book of war.
A book of random things. We've decided we're going to start collecting random things that we say all the time.
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys. I started and I think you all will appreciate this. I started a note in my phone for both my sisters. The title of the note is Stupid Bleep Crap My Sisters Say. And I am putting down everything they say that I think is just dumb or just off the wall. And I'm going to make them a book at the end of the year.
For Christmas?
For Christmas.
That is hilarious. I cannot wait. I want to read the book. I need to see the book. That is so funny. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, y'all are hilarious.
So we'll put absorbs in ours.
Absorbs. Yeah, we need one for Maker's Gonna Learn. I basically begged for a blooper reel last year.
I did too, because you all still didn't see me literally set our convection oven on fire.
It was like that meme, and it's I'm fine, everything's fine, and the house is on fire behind them, and they're just that was Lauren's face in the camera. It was so freaking funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll just make our own.
Yeah.
Anyways, do y'all have questions about the membership? Do you have questions about the course? Do you have questions about the thing we did today? Project?
Yeah.
The thing. Like I said, tomorrow's masterclass, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be doing a Canva tutorial on how to make frames from images.
Yep.
If you're confused, you should just come to the class and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
And if you're not a member, join us for $1 and you can join us tomorrow at our member-only masterclass.
Yeah, so fun.
Yep. Somebody said add blooper reel to content meeting.
I will. I sure will.
Yeah, everybody's wanting to see it.
I love it. It's so funny. I love to see it. I feel like I've seen a past one and I was like, this is hilarious.
We would have to have, if we were doing a blooper reel for when we actually film videos, there's going to be a lot of beep, 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 beep.
We always make jokes that John, our video editor, knows us better than anybody.
Yes.
Because he just sees all of it. He sees us on our bad days, on our good days, when we're being stupid.
Yes.
And Sadie also. Sadie sees it all. So, anyways, do you do a live for vinyl newbies? Please, Robin, I guarantee that we have a live on the channel going over vinyl. But I'll say this. If you became a member, get into the 30 days to master your Cricut.
Absolutely.
It's in your courses, and then it's also in your resources, so you can print it out. And we go over in detail how to use the basic. We go over terminology, literally everything. That is where you want to start. If you just became a member and you have not done the 30 days to master your Cricut, I beg you, please go do it.
Yes.
Just go do it.
So we have a couple questions.
Okay.
First of all, will members be able to rewatch the masterclass? Yes, you can go back. If you become a member, we have over 60 plus classes in our membership. like past master classes that you can go in there and rewatch. This is going to stay on the channel for you guys to rewatch. I feel like I saw that question. And then I feel like I missed something else. Oh, somebody asked, if I buy the Canva course, do I have to become a member? Absolutely not. The Canva course is a standalone course, and it is a one-time purchase. You buy it once, it is going to be yours. And then somebody else asked about the Craft Hack Handbook. We do have a Craft Hack Handbook. If you email customer service about that. Yes. I think Laura is who said something about it. Laura Dennison. Email customer service because you said that you joined the Canva course. Email customer service.
Yes.
Okay. And then somebody said thoughts on a refurbished Cricut Maker. I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know. It's just like, I feel like if you just kind of wait, if you hold on right now, start saving your money for a new machine, watch HSN, I feel like here in the next couple months, we're going to see some good deals on some Maker 3s, and that's the way I would go.
I agree.
And it's not, you all know that we love a legacy maker here, but you literally cannot find them. Now, if you found one on Facebook Marketplace.
Like if it's just a used one?
Yes.
Definitely. Because people buy them and don't use them.
Right. People will buy them. You all know a lot of our members will buy a machine, it'll stay in the box, and it'll not be used for like a year or 2 years.
Yeah.
And then people will start trying to spring clean and declutter their house and be like, I want to get rid of this.
Yeah.
And they'll go and sell it. Always check Facebook Marketplace. I'm telling you, good deals.
I live on
good
Facebook
deals.
Marketplace. That's a problem. Carrie says, repeat the devil taking the money from the church. The devil's playing with the church's money.
Yeah, devil's playing with the church's money.
And Lauren's is, you can,
there's 100 ways to skin a cat.
Yeah, and mine is, it do be like that.
It do be like that. Best brands for newbies. Robin. Fantastic question. If you're wanting heat transfer vinyl or what we call HTV, I don't think you can beat Caesar.
Nope.
I don't think you can beat Caesar Easy Weed. Sadie, is my mic doing something funny? Okay. I just thought you were listening and I was like, is my mic doing something funny? Caesar Easy Weed for heat transfer vinyl. We are obsessed. We love the StarCraft brand, which you can find at 143. Tech Wrap is also another really good brand for regular adhesive vinyl. However, let me be clear. If you use Tech Wrap has some amazing colors.
Yeah, they have the best colors.
I love Tech Wrap's colors. Yeah. You have to create your own cut setting for Tech Wrap vinyl.
We've got a video on it.
We have a video on it, and it will be like a little insert that comes with your vinyl. Don't throw it away.
Read the instructions.
Because trust us, we did that. We were coming on a video fixing to tell people how much we did not like it, and I pulled that out and I fixed it and I ate my words.
Yeah, because we couldn't cut it. We couldn't cut it forever, and then we figured out we were just not using the right cut setting.
Yes.
So.
And then
Crooked dog leg, you said on another video.
Crooked has a dog's hind leg, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a dog's hind leg is crooked.
It sure enough is.
It sure darn is. Let's see. Caesar is sold where? Caesar is sold lots of different places. 143,
Michael's, Walmart, Joann's.
Caesar is a very universal brand, sold at a lot of craft stores.
Yes.
You can find Caesar just about anywhere. Atlanta Vinyl we've ordered from. We didn't order Caesar, but I saw them there. There's lots of vinyl tool supply that we've ordered from Carrie Caesar. Caesar is sold so many different places.
Absolutely. The Canva course is still available, Amy. The link is in the description.
It is. Remember, we are still in pre-sale right now, though.
Yes.
So it is not on our website. It will be released June the 4th. For those that are curious, we are going to be releasing the Canva course June the 4th.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Well, we will be back in the masterclass tomorrow. So if you're a member, make sure that you are there.
200 is Kathy, are you saying you found a used maker for $200? I still think that's pretty, I think that's kind of on the high side.
Me too, that's what
I was thinking more like 150 or 125 for a used maker.
Listen.
If it's been used, I would not spend $200 on it.
No, but you can ask them if they'll take $100.
Yeah, ask them, just say, will you take $100?
I'm not scared to haggle on Facebook.
They'll come down. They'll come down.
It's probably been sitting in their house for not even being used.
If they really want it gone, they'll give it to you.
That's right.
Haggle, haggle, haggle on Facebook Marketplace.
Yes. Is the HTV Ron AutoPress better than Cricut? HTV Ron, way cheaper, equal quality, in my opinion.
I'll say this. It is a great quality. I don't know that we can say equal quality just because we've never used the Cricut brand.
Oh, yeah.
That's just, I feel like I want to always
true.
stand on truth, and the truth is we've not used the Cricut brand.
It's too expensive.
It is expensive. Even at 50% off, it is expensive.
I'll say the HTV Ron AutoPress is really good.
Yes, we do
really
love
like
the HTV
it.
Ron
Yeah.
AutoPress, but know that if you get an AutoPress, you're going to need to get pressing pillows to up the pressure because you can't manually adjust pressure.
Yes.
So, okay.
I think that's it. I guess we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.
Yes.
And we will see you guys back here on the channel for our member-only masterclass tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern Time.
Bye.